The biggest hoaxes in history. How the world was fooled for decades. What if I told you that some of the greatest events in history never actually happened? That some of the world's most trusted institutions, revered figures, and groundbreaking discoveries were nothing but elaborate hoaxes? For decades, these deceptions shaped our beliefs, manipulated entire nations, and fooled even the sharpest minds. But today, we're pulling back the curtain on the biggest hoaxes in history. Brace yourself, because after this, you'll never look at history the same way again. 1. The Great Moon Landing Hoax. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Or was it? Ever since the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, conspiracy theorists have claimed that the moon landing was staged. The theory suggests that NASA, desperate to beat the Soviet Union in the space race, faked the entire mission in a Hollywood-style studio. The evidence? Shadows that don't align, a flag that appears to wave in the vacuum of space, and an alleged confession from filmmaker Stanley Kubrick that he was behind the production. While experts debunked these claims, millions still believe it was one of the greatest hoaxes in history. But was it truly a deception? Or is the hoax itself a hoax? 2. The Piltdown Man, the fake evolutionary link. In 1912, British archaeologist Charles Dawson made a discovery that shook the scientific community: the missing link between apes and humans. The fossilized skull, found in Piltdown, England, was hailed as definitive proof of human evolution. For over 40 years, textbooks featured Piltdown Man as a crucial part of our origins. But in 1953, scientists exposed the truth: the Piltdown Man was an elaborate fraud. The skull was a combination of a human cranium and an orangutan jaw, artificially aged to appear ancient. Who was behind this deception? And why? Some believe it was a deliberate attempt to mislead the world, while others suspect a scientific prank that spiraled out of control. 3. The War of the Worlds Panic. On October 30th, 1938, an innocent radio broadcast sent America into chaos. Reading a dramatic adaptation of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, Orson Welles described an alien invasion with such realism that thousands of listeners believed Earth was under attack. Reports of mass hysteria spread. People fled their homes, jammed highways, and even prepared weapons. But was the panic real? Some historians argue that media exaggeration fueled the myth, and the so-called mass hysteria was overblown. Yet the event remains one of the greatest psychological hoaxes of all time, proving how fear can manipulate entire populations. 4. The Hitler Diaries Scam. In 1983, the world thought it had uncovered a chilling piece of history: Adolf Hitler's personal diaries. Germany's Stern magazine paid millions for the manuscripts, believing they contained deep insights into the dictator's thoughts. But soon after, forensic experts exposed the documents as forgeries. The ink, paper, and handwriting were all fake. The mastermind, a German forger, Konrad Kujau, fooled some of the most respected historians. The scandal shattered careers and humiliated the publishing world, proving that even history's biggest villains can be rewritten. 5. The Nigerian Prince Scam, a global deception. Now let's step into modern hoaxes. We've all received that infamous email: "Dear Sir, I am a Nigerian prince in desperate need of your help." This hoax, also known as the 419 scam, has swindled billions from unsuspecting victims. It preys on greed and desperation, convincing people to send money in exchange for an even greater fortune. But what's even more shocking? The scam has evolved, taking new forms on social media, cryptocurrency, and online romance fraud. Despite decades of exposure, this deception remains one of the most successful hoaxes of all time. 6. The Flat Earth Movement. In an era of space exploration and satellite technology, there are still people who believe the Earth is flat. The Flat Earth Movement, fueled by social media and conspiracy theorists, claims that NASA and world governments are hiding the truth. Despite overwhelming scientific evidence, the movement continues to gain followers. Is it just ignorance? Or is there a deeper psychological reason why people cling to such beliefs? Some argue that the rise of anti-science hoaxes is a deliberate attempt to undermine trust in experts. 7. The Loch Ness Monster. Myth or manipulation? For decades, the world believed in a giant sea creature lurking in Scotland's Loch Ness. Photographs, eyewitness accounts, and even sonar scans seemed to confirm its existence. But in 1994, the infamous surgeon's photograph, the most famous image of Nessie, was revealed as a hoax. The photo was a staged shot using a toy submarine. Still, the myth persists, proving that people would rather believe in mysteries than accept reality. Conclusion: the power of deception. As we've seen, history is full of deception. From fake fossils to financial scams, from media-driven hysteria to staged historical events, hoaxes shape our world more than we realize. But the biggest question remains, how many other lies are we still believing? What secrets are waiting to be uncovered? If you found this mind-blowing, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we have more deep dives coming your way. And let us know in the comments, which of these hoaxes shocked you the most? Or do you know of one we didn't mention? We want to hear your thoughts.